Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today we are gonna do sort of part 3, but not really part 3 of the subframe series. So we are gonna take it for a drive. Everything is properly bolted down. Brakes are done, so we can finally take it for a rip. There are like still small issues, a bit of rubbing and hard cornering. So that's some stuff we still need to figure out. But yeah, we can basically send it. And I'm gonna give you my guys' reaction. I've done like 100 kilometers with the new subframe, so I'm not like really familiar with it. I didn't do any track time. Yeah, I feel the difference already. So we are just gonna go for a drive. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what the changes are, and yeah, let's just have a nice morning drive. For the people that are not familiar with my channel, this is my 323i. It's basically converted to a ring tool. We got just a 323i. We got the M50 manifold, cold air intake, brake ducting from ST track parts, GT splitter, BBS RC34 wheels, M3 brakes up front, class 2 wing, roll cage, interior stripped, bucket seats, Recaros, OMP steering wheel. Yeah, lots of other small stuff, but that's the basic overview. And now we are gonna take it for a spin. So we are gonna warm up the car first, as usual. As you can see, that light came on because I removed the sensor, so I'm gonna have to route that sensor differently so we don't get that. Because my brake pads are fine. I checked. On these types of roads you can definitely feel that I replaced the rubber for the poly bushes. But it's not uncomfortable. And here it's just fine. Oh yeah, also don't mind the door cards. I still got new ones coming for them, but yeah, this is temporary. You can definitely feel the bumps a lot better, but it's not like really uncomfortable. It's like not really harsh, but you can definitely feel them. It's definitely more uncomfortable than the rubber ones, but what do you expect? Jesus. But from what I've driven, from the kilometers I've driven, the directness of the steering, I think it's because of the sway bars, is amazing compared to what it was before. So fast and direct since we did the bushing. It's insane. I didn't expect it to make such a big difference, but it does. And so everyone who is tracking their car and haven't done this yet, I definitely highly recommend it. I should have done it way earlier, but of course it's not like a shiny mod, if you know what I mean. So yeah, a class 2 wing is more attractive to buy because look, you spend all that money and now you have like a cool wing on the back. But with the rear subframe, it's more of like, oh, you spent all that money but you don't really see it. But and remember, this is on the streets, so I'm at like 50% of what the car can do compared to on the track, because of course you don't want to be an idiot on the street. So on track this must feel so much even better than what it does on the street. So of course, yeah, I can't really give like the opinion on the single subframe, because of course I did the sway bars and everyone told me they make a huge difference, so it's hard for me to distinguish what is the sway bars. I know on the front axle I can distinguish that, that's the front sway bar, but on the rear it's just a mix of the tougher sway bar and the new bushings. Of course the bumping and stuff you can contribute to the bushings, but yeah. Only on like bad roads you can definitely feel the difference in comfort, because of course you're getting shaken left to right all around, so yeah, you can definitely feel it's more uncomfortable there. But like on normal roads like this, or bumps, like normal bumps, you can't really feel the difference unless you start cornering. Then you feel, oh, the rear is planted, because before the rear didn't really feel planted to what it is now, because before it was just wobbly, and that's the last thing you want, is a wobbly rear button. And if you saw the video from part 2, I put like 2 pictures on the end of what my subframe of my trailing arms were. You know, you can definitely expect the state of the rest. So yeah, it was basically all done. I think it hasn't been done in like when the car came out of the factory, so 20 years. And next weekend, is it next weekend? Oh wow. So then we are going to solder. So me and Simon and Bram, we're going to solder for a track day. Is like hour of track time, and we can test out what the car is capable of with the new bushing. Like basically the new car, because the last time I've driven on track I didn't have the splitter, I didn't have the spoiler, I didn't have the sway bars, I didn't have the rear axle, I didn't have the intake. I had basically my full interior still in, except the seats. So it's basically a brand new car, or like brand new. It's not comparable to what it was earlier. So that's pretty cool. First time trying that. Also, we had a minor issue with the we had an issue with the alignment. So for the front I wanted basically 1% more camber than the rear and 0.1% toe out, and for the rear I wanted I think the rear we maxed the camber out at 2.2 degrees, so that's fine. Then I'm gonna take 3.2 in the front, but the toe we maxed out inside to 0.14 toe out, and I need toe in on the rear axle, and it was like, that's it, no more. So what I had to do was buy toe plates for the rear so we can push the wheels more inwards. So that's a good thing, we fixed that. Also, after installing the camber plates, like before I didn't have a difference in caster left to right, but now I have like 1 degree, so that's pretty big. So we're just gonna have to figure out what the issue is, because of course how good your car drives is really dependent upon how good your alignment is. And my alignment is off right now, 0.14 toe out at the rear, so it's, yeah, not okay. So we are gonna, I have the toe plates already, so I'm gonna fix that, and I'm gonna take the camber plates off, inspect them, see if I maybe installed them wrong, or I don't know, maybe something is broken, and then yeah, I'm just gonna reinstall them, see what it does, and yeah, that's the only thing that really hit me as a surprise after doing this, because everything is kind of new, so I expected it to be fine, but it wasn't. So yeah, it's a bummer, but we fixed it. Hopefully, we think we fixed it. it on camera, but the way the car turns is just so direct and so planted, so if I just make sudden steering movements, it just goes in and then it stays grippy. So some corners I did before, if you did them with the old bushings, for sure the rear would break loose, but it doesn't now, which is funny because I thought, oh, maybe because it's more direct it's easier to slide it, but so overall I'm super happy I did it. I think it was long overdue. I think I needed to do it way earlier, but there are so many things that had my priority. So yeah, it's just retested now, so I can't really give you my full opinion because what it does on the street doesn't really matter as long as it's not super inconvenient, but it's not. So for the street I would also recommend it, but now we're gonna test it on track, or I don't know, is it next week's video or the week after? You're gonna see me on Zolder. Zolder is a tight track, so tight turns, so you can definitely give a good feel to what it does, and also some the first corner is a good one to test it because yeah, it's a bit of higher speed, so that's fun. So it's street tested, I approved, I like it a lot, and what I can feel from the car turning in and being planted on the rear, yeah, I can't wait to test it out what it does on track. So only the small things we need to fix is the rubbing. I don't know what it is, but it shouldn't be something major. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you like the whole subframe refresh thing. I know a lot of E36 people do it, so if you're getting into E36, it's definitely a good thing to watch. Of course, that wasn't super in depth, but you can see the growth, the whole process. So thank you guys a lot for watching the video. I know it's been a lot of mods videos lately because of course yeah, we can't go to the ring sadly because of you know what. So as soon as the ring opens or the borders open, I think the first day it's open, I'm gonna go there and we're gonna do a lot of laps, have a lot of fun. But right now we are gonna do Zolder, maybe even Zandvoort. I never imagined doing Zandvoort. It never really appealed to me because, but yeah, what do we have else? We have Zandvoort or Zolder. Also doesn't really yeah, way too far away. So yeah, maybe we are also going to Zandvoort. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. Bye.